But to look your enemy in the eye, knowing you'll remember his face for the rest of your life, now that takes a stomach much stronger than you'll ever have.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Gil Gaming. We're going to be continuing our SDA3 1.3 playthrough. In the last couple of episodes we've carved out this little corner of the galaxy here, as you can see. I can see that Kronos has been taken by, or Kronos? Yeah. Klingon homeworld has been taken by Task Force 3 over there, which is good. Let's just take a look at the races that still remain. Oh, let's go for this one. Now, the Romulans have been killed. There we go, you can see that but from the little bullet hole in their head. Nice. It looks like everybody else is still cooking with gas. The Borg are dead. Oh, a lot of people are dead. A lot of people are dead in this playthrough. This is on normal difficulty. And part of the reason that I'm doing it on normal difficulty is because I wanted to see the severity of the random events and how they actually affected and impacted gameplay when it came to a single player game. Most of the testing that has been done on multiplayer, and I think that is probably a failing on us and our testing team's part. We shouldn't really have done that. We should have tested single player games more extensively. And that's what this is. I'm just kind of doing it live with you guys. 1.3 we like to think is very good. The graphical fidelity is good. The frames per second are good. Most of the time, except in extremely large battles. Sins, 32-bit. But there are issues with the random events as far as we can tell. So that's what I'm going through at the moment. Now, let's just take a look. Ferengi Marauders, something that happened in the last episode, I believe. We dealt with those quite effectively. And we're going to be continuing onwards in this episode. We're going to take Elenia here and Boreth here. And then we are going to kind of go in this general direction and see what we see. The AI isn't going to present a huge challenge because it's on normal difficulty. I'm not going to lie about that. However, in future playthroughs, which I'm sure there are going to be, I'm going to up the AI difficulty and give myself a real challenge. Sorry it's been a few days since the last episode. The reason for that is by virtue of the fact that I've now got a new PC. It's over there, it's doing its thing. I'm going to do an unboxing per se on that. Show you what the specs are, show you the reason that I've got it in the near future. What it is it's just a slight upgrade to my old PC. It's not anything incredible. It hasn't got any Titans or any crazy stuff like that in it. It's what has it got? I think it's got an i7 6770. That's one of the new variants. It has a GTX 980 in there, from what I remember. A small solid state hard drive to run the OS, and a 2 or 3 terabyte hard drive, kind of a usual SATA hard drive. Nothing really impressive or, crazy YouTuber style. That isn't something that I really wanted to go for. I wanted to go something for, that would exclusively run computer games. That's what that is wanting to do. Now, my old rig, that has got, what has it? It's got an i7 4770K, which is the previous generation of i7s, and a GTX 780 there, NVIDIA graphics cards, with again a small solid state hard drive, and again I think it's 1 or 2 terabytes of disk space. Not bad, still an okay computer as things go. What I'm wanting to do is use the new computer exclusively to run games as such, and then use a bridge which will probably come in the form of an Elgato HD60, I think, when I can afford it. Can't right now, to actually bridge the two, and I'll use the older computer exclusively to take on the data, record it, and do any streaming that requires doing. So I want to push streaming in the near future, but it's going to wait until I get that Elgato. So it's going to mean that we get that 60 frames per second that we want. It's going to mean we get the clarity and the vision of the games, but it's also going to mean that I'm able to stream effectively without impacting performance. Right, without further ado, let's continue the game, and we'll just carry on jabbering.
Standing by.
So all these dudes here, they are just coming to Lambda Germum. Yeah, part of the reason that it took a little while for me to get this
All
over.
sections report.
Oh, the Tholians live there as well. Okay, is basically, what are these guys?
Research complete.
You guys go over there.
All sections
You
report.
go over there too. It's because I needed to transfer everything to my new computer. It took me a little bit longer than I wanted because apparently I'm a total bellend that doesn't know how to set home sharing networks up. I tried doing that several times. It wasn't having any of it. So we gave up and we used an external hard drive to transfer the bits and bobs that I needed over. I've simply reinstalled most of the games on Steam onto the new box. There is a way that I can stream them from the other computer, but I wasn't really confident in how well that would go for me, so I didn't bother doing that. Hello?
Status.
Status! Okay, it looks like we have researched the Defiant and we are researching the Enterprise E refit. That is fantastic stuff. Now, we've got the Venture refit for the Galaxies. Let's research some more stuff. I think perhaps some shielding would be good. And let's go for the Mark 6 Torpedo. Cool. Ah, look at these. Just love them. There's a new model for this, incidentally. If take a look at our ModDB page, the link is probably going to be in the description below. There is a new one of these. There's also going to be a new Nova in the very near future. I think Max may have already completed it. It looks awesome. I love the fact that he's still redoing models. I don't know if it's been placed on ModDB yet, but he's been working on some Romulan stuff as well. Now, it has been mentioned before that
Armed and ready.
in the past, we have used models from other sources. The Ninth Order has also been defeated. So the Ninth Order has been defeated. Task Force 13, I think I defeated those. The Unimatrix 114 has been defeated. And the Legio X Caraya has been defeated. So it looks like humans and Klingons are the only enemies I have left. Or I should say the Federation and Klingons. Interesting stuff. Okay, alright guys, you need to go to Alenia. You may also notice that the sound is a little bit different in this episode. I apologise if it's in any way offensive. Do let me know if it is. The reason for that is by virtue of the fact that I'm still using the same microphone, however I'm using it in a slightly different manner. What I was doing previously is recording using fraps.
Yellow alert.
Yellow alert.
Activated.
Quantum singularity in our system, oh good. I was using fraps to record the visual data, and I was using Audacity to record my voice. Now, I don't want fraps on my new computer. I want to use the Elgato that we were speaking about when I do recording in future. However, what I'm doing right now is I'm using Shadowplay, which is one of the NVIDIA features that you get, in order to record both at once. It may not work out as well as I'd like it to do,
Reroute power to
but
weapons.
let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that this is a good video. If it isn't, we'll work on doing something else in the future. Explosions. Now the thing to be concerned about here is not these Inclusium frigates. They're fine, they're not going to cause me any problems whatsoever. However, where are they? Here we go. These Oratorum cruisers, they've got an awesome ability which hopefully I'm going to be able to show off when they arrive with me. And the only easy way of defending against them is actually to disable their abilities, but they've usually got their abilities off by the time I get there. So let's go over that way and see if we can... Where are you going? Alright, buddy. Those centaurs, though.
All sections report.
I'd love to see a new centaur model. I think there might be one. Okay, it doesn't look like we got the ability triggered that time, which is great stuff. I think it depends on what they concentrate on, really, doesn't it? Well, here it is. This Excelsior class is now dead. It's the Folium Web, and it just makes them dead. One shot, one kill, as they say. And here's another one. That's a Constellation going down.
Who's standing by?
Let's have a Peregrine. And better colonization, why not? Makes sense. My favourite Federation ship type, and look at it now. Excellent. So we've now taken the enemies from this world. Let's go for a better Hollow Fleet. And hopefully...
All crew stand ready.
Are you able to colonize? Oh, it's colonized.
All sections on standby.
Alright, on
Adjust
to
heading.
the next one. Oh, looks like some of my lighting has just failed. There we are, that's better. Nice! So we've got a few more ships that we're building in the meantime. Let's see what else we can build on Triple Prime. Another 2 Novas. Can we build another Excelsior? And a Constellation, cool. They'll all go to Lambda Jeruminum. And let's work... Ooh, this is a good world. Very good world. Don't necessarily really need the subspace relay, but we'll have it.
Unable to comply.
Adjusting coordinates.
Excellent stuff. This is clearly a resource world. Is it the hydrocarbon? Yeah. And we'll do the exploration. Everybody always complains when I don't do exploration, so I'll do it. Looks like we have entered a Breen world, which is a Class L marginal.
Stand by. Stand by. Prepare to return fire. Yes.
Now I want to deploy this tactical holofleet and see what happens, so let's... You should see a load more ships spawning here. See, all these boarded ships that you see here, they're actually the tactical holofleet. And what they do is they simply provide more targets. They don't do any real damage to the enemy, but they provide more targets and split the field of fire. Which I think is pretty cool. Looks like the Breen Privateers aren't doing a very good job against us. Haven't at this point lost any ships. However, we may do. That disabling ability from the Breen ship beam is very good. If you get a group of these Gortans as the Dominion, they can really wreak havoc on your fleet cohesion. So that's something to be aware of. But I certainly think we're in the driving seat for this, and we are in control. Let's go for a tachyon beam. I don't want the source of separation quite yet. And shield coordination. Excellent. Looks like all our enemies died at once there. And there goes the Breen. Sorry guys. Sorry. Well, that isn't a sound effect that is good.
Armed and ready.
We'll look at that in the future. That's a shield coordination one, I think. Means damage is shared more effectively. And we've got my my Peregrine squadrons going in against this constructor over here. I think there are some Danubes hanging about too. And the world, as you can hear, is being bombed.
Station complete.
That's going to get dealt with. We like that. Ah, the monstrous Federation. Looks like nothing was found here except for a firestorm. Nice. Just what we needed.
Unable to comply.
Let's just up all of these bits because we have the dollar to do so. We are going to want some more...
Insufficient dilithium.
Fine. Some more phasers. What's going on here? Why are you here?
Armed and ready.
Okay.
Adjust heading.
Station complete.
Anything else interesting going on? Nothing extremely interesting. Who are the pirate raiders going against? Task Force 33, that's absolutely dandy. Oh.
Enemy engaged.
Task Force 3 appear to be assaulting us. I find that very assaulting. Hey-o.
All sections on standby.
All vessels go here, see what we can do to protect. Looks like they have got a Prometheus class here, which is separated into its constituent parts for a rumble. We're really proud of this ability. This is down to
Research
Larvo's hard
complete.
work. Looks like there's another Prometheus. Wonder why this part is not doing anything. Perhaps something to look at. And what they'll do is they'll now warp out and they will reconstitute in this general area.
Adjust heading.
Oh, there they are. And they'll come back together and reform the ship. Wait for it. Oh, didn't quite work as planned,
Failing
but
this
it wasn't
mission
far.
is devastating to the Klingon Empire.
Oh, shut up.
Station complete.
Where were my ships? Where the hell were my ships? Ah,
Battle stations.
here they are. Shit, I need tier 3 colonization.
Docking bays.
Doop, doop, doop.
Unable to comply.
Alright, so that's now actually being researched. Let's get some more dilithium research up.
Complete.
Cool. So we're just going to have to wait a minute or two. I expect that the vessels that I already have in place are going to be enough to drive off the enemy. Looks like the Endeavour is
Armed and ready.
a little bit concerned about our presence. God, she looks good. This is one of Wile E. Coyote's. There it goes. Didn't want to mess with us.
Station complete.
And who can blame it? Alright, it's nearly done. Let's also get our
Research
Horta mining colonies. That's actually a really, really cool thing. The Horta was the kind of weird orange blob of jelly from the original Star Trek. I think Kirk shot it and kind of they realised it was in pain. Interesting stuff. They were these kind of things that just kind of tunneled through the ground and did their thing. It's a little while ago that I did that there. Let's see
We
if
await your
our...
command. Bring engines to full.
There we go. I think for the next episode we might up the difficulty and see if we can just push the remaining AI into some form of action.
Unable to comply.
Unable to comply. Building in progress. Don't know why it makes me think of that. But it does.
Research
I
complete.
think the next place we want to go to is to this gas giant. There are 16 Inclusium cruisers. Look at that. And 8 Aratorum cruisers. That is going to be a hard fight. Let's just see where we're at with all of our research. It looks like we've got to tier 8 here. We've got one more tier to go.
Colonization was successful.
Let's look at maybe getting our Titan. I think that might be a fun thing to do. Colonization was successful. Let's move our boys back to Lambda.
Understood.
Now we do need to look at the new torpedo and phaser turrets. This is something that's gone in with the latest version, so let's just have a quick peek at those. We'll take one of each.
Complete.
I'll let those get built and then I'll come back to them. I think they look really great. And I believe this Sol type defense station has
Adjusting
changed slightly as
coordinates.
well to include more fighters.
Research
What was I
complete.
trying to do? I think here we wanted to build another Ares type so we can get our maximum research up. And I also wanted, because this is such a high yield world, get the industrial thing and just build one of those. Because why the hell not? Seems silly not to, doesn't it? People also spoke about, there is some research somewhere, the planetary science labs and tactical weapons labs. These allow your ships, as the Federation, to act as a
Research
mobile
complete.
research lab, your
Adjusting
capital ships as
coordinates.
such. So once you've got to that point
complete.
of research, if you actually research both of those, any capital ships that you have will act as a single lab for each of those things, which is pretty awesome when you think about it. It allows you to maintain tactical cohesiveness if you've got a large bank of capital ships, even if you lose a load of worlds. So yeah, that is good times. Oh, that is a lot of...
Prepare the
That's a lot of
docking bays.
dilithium right there. Let's get our trade station up. That's fine for the time being.
Insufficient dilithium.
Insufficient stuff.
Insufficient dilithium.
Oh, suck my hairy ass. There we are. And now we haven't got enough money. But that's fine. We can wait for a little while for that. This Class L marginal is a large one, is it? It's not even a large one.
Station complete.
Don't know what it's complaining about.
Station complete.
Alright, sounds like those stations are complete. Let's take a look at the new models. So this is our... Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Research
Here we go.
complete.
This is the new torpedo turret that Max has designed. I love the look of it. I think it looks absolutely amazing. It's almost, for me, a throwback. This
Station
looks like
complete.
kind of an older type of station. I think maybe because the top and bottom here, they look like the kind of like the top section of an old Miranda cruiser. You know, the little box that have the torpedoes in. But I love it. I think it's great. And then we also have the phaser
Research
turret here,
complete.
which is similar to the old one, and it also maintains similar design elements to the
Yellow
torpedo
alert.
turret.
Activated.
Oh, commodity boom. We like that. But yeah, take a look at it. Tell us what you think of these new designs. We think they're going to be more effective, and we like the fact that we no longer have to use models that we had scavenged in that particular case from other games. Fantastic stuff. Where were we at? Fleet shipyards. It looks like we've got the capacity now. Let's research the Defiant class and the Akira and its
Research
buddy.
complete.
We've got the capacity to build a Titan now, and I think that's going to be what we're going to do in this episode before we leave it. We're going to need a lot more stuff.
Research complete.
A lot more stuff. But hopefully,
Station complete.
where did I put it? Having taken Boreth and Alenia, which are very, very high resource intensive
Unable
stuff.
to comply.
Let's do our searching as well. Did we do searching here? We did, and yielded nothing as usual. We're actually going to up our resources. Up the ante, baby. We like that. Just have a quick sip of my delicious coffee. Very nice. Raging blizzards. We're getting a lot of negative planetary bonuses. I use the term bonuses loosely. Bonus.
Research complete.
Okay. It's all looking good. Have we got the refinery up here?
Station complete.
Oh, that's just going to
Research
get built now.
Complete.
There we go. Once that's done, it's going to be a hell of a lot better for us. We've got 2 refineries going here. Do we... let's just make sure we got that trade station up. We did. Only a nutchy jukchi over there, that's fine. And we're getting it built here as well, in addition to the trading post. So that's going to get us a little more of everything. Because of its positioning, let's use the tactical advantage to build an Avalon-type shipyard here. Doop, there we go. That is for our Titan. Looks like we've got a message. Pirate raiders are preparing to launch. Looks like they are once again going to go against Task Force 33. I'm going to leave that and let it happen. Task Force 33 seem to be doing okay. Now, I haven't used any of the diplomacy functions in this, but it has been fixed, I'm led to believe. Is that a class 5? I think hydrocarbon might be class 4, but I cannot honestly remember. One of the researches that we do need to do in order to procure the things that we need are more tactical ships. So let's just bring that down to 1,000 so we've got more money. Get a little more metal.
Research complete.
Oh, so let's get captain.
Station complete.
Okay, so we need a little bit
Station
more
complete.
cash.
Enemy vessels detected.
There we go. So we're going to get first 4, then 6 capital ships. Once we've done that, we will research Logistics Officer 4, and then we're absolutely
Station
going to go for it.
complete.
It's going to be fantastic stuff. And I believe we have our Avalon-type shipyard being produced as we speak. So once that's done, we'll be able to order up our Titan. Now, I'm not sure whether I want a Polaris or an Excalibur here. The Excalibur is better for fleet cohesion. It will keep your fleet alive longer.
Research
But the
complete.
Polaris is very cool. It's got a very, very cool, what's the word? Ability.
Research complete.
Boom, Logistics Officer. Fantastic. So let's see what we need for this. We need 750 of the dilithium, 1200 tritanium, probably, and 9,500 credits. Or qubits. Wait, it's not qubits. God damn it, you're mixing genres.
Station complete.
There goes my lighting again. Great.
Station
It
complete.
probably makes little to no difference. I am aware of this. If we bring it down to that point and then see where we're at in a few minutes. What's this? Another Nukji Jukji? Sir, sir. I'm going to have to ask you to calm down. Yeah, we really haven't taken any attacks at all in this particular playthrough, so that's something that we definitely, without any shadow of doubt, have to look at. It's getting there.
Research complete.
It is getting there. Any further research that is required? A lot, it seems. Additional bank targets is very useful for your capital ships. Allows them to fire at more targets at once. So if you're in a large-scale fleet engagement, that's what you want. Ooh, look! Look at that! So this is going to be the place to attack from. We'll go to Ganalda and then continue onwards this way. Because they're now using culture against us. And up with this I will not put. We have ordered the Polaris. That's what we're going to go for. Because it's something that I wouldn't usually go for. And that's always a good thing. Now Elenia, I think, is going to be a good spot. If I go for the... Oh. I was incorrect. Thought Elenia was going to be a good spot to have our fleet shipyards, but perhaps Lambda Germanium is going to allow us to build some.
Unable to comply.
There
Research
we go.
complete.
So let's get a cap shipyard here. There we go, and a normal shipyard. Looks like the Defiant has turned up.
Yes. Ahead. Full impulse.
There he is. Now I know it's called the USS Trier here. We can rename that by using this, and we'll actually call it the Defiant. That is a limitation that we can't change, which is a little upsetting. We really, really wish that we could change that. So the Emissary is calling weapon cooldown and chance to hit in an area of effect there, 15%. Favour the bold, and of course replicating
Ensign,
minefield.
warp speed
We're going to
now.
go with the Emissary's calling because it will buff the fleet. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous model. It was redone for the version before this one. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love the Defiant class. It initially isn't something that turned me on at all. I didn't like it to start with, but it's really grown on me more than you believe. Now, here's something that may interest you guys. You can see here, broadcast emergency distress signal, summoning a nearby Starfleet or Klingon defense force, venerable fleet vessels to
Engineering,
assist in the
give
defense
me
of
all
the
the power
Federation.
you can manage.
Now, if
Warp
you are
speed.
allied with the Klingons, that particular ability
Station
allows you to
complete.
call in Klingon ships, and I believe the same thing will happen to Klingons. And then we've got the warp-in support fleet for the third fleet. From what I remember, our Sol types no longer have that particular ability. Avast ye scum-ridden planet shaggers. You're not coming against me, are you, son? So they are.
Crew standing by.
Let's get to Etna Erudai. There's probably going to be quite a few of them. We're going to need to do something about this. Yeah, cool. Let's get that up. Let's get that up. We'll build a Nolan type repair dock here
Ensign,
and get some
warp
more
speed now.
torpedo launchers. These
All
guys,
sections report.
you need to go for the heavy raiders. They are the things that will kill our
Station
planet.
complete.
Let's see these in action. Nice. And we'll just watch this. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Our fleet will arrive soon. Nobody worry. How's that building? About halfway done on the Titan. The Defiant
We await
is,
your
of course, probably already there.
Station complete.
No Defiant. Don't know where it's gone.
Cisco.
Adjusting
Don't know why it's gone there.
Ahead. Full impulse.
God damn it, Cisco. Well, let's just do a little bit more research into
Insufficient
making our ships
platinum.
tougher and better.
Station complete.
I'm hoping that here at Triple Prime, we are going to get... Why have you only got 0 capital ship crews available? I was under the opinion that we could get... Oh. Our boys are turning up. Planet is under siege, but I believe we're going to win this. Both the Torpedo and the phaser turret all have it quite nicely done. Yeah, we're definitely winning this. Don't think we even needed the fleet, really.
Cisco.
Cisco. But sadly, as a result of
Research
everything that we have
complete.
apparently built, we're going to need more things. So let's build that. And then we're going to go for the fleet captain
Warp speed
first.
Now.
And then we'll go for this. So let's just sell a little bit of that. There we go. So we're going to be able to get good old Picard soon.
Awaiting orders.
Looks like the pirate
I'm
raids.
Captain Benjamin Cisco of the USS Defiant.
Captain Benjamin Cisco of the USS Defiant is present. Giggity. Any other research we can do?
Research
Improved shielding?
complete.
Sure. This torpedo and phaser turret are actually standing up to a lot of punishment. Please. And the entire fleet is coming in to mop up the mess now. Planet survived. We like that. Ooh, and we have an upgrade.
Research
What can we do
complete.
here? Let's finally do the source of separation ability. We don't need it right now. But
Research
should we see
complete.
it? No, just so we can see it happen. Let's let everybody calm down. Ladies and gentlemen, calm down. Calm down. Source separation. Boom! And the saucer has separated. Happens pretty quickly, I know. The separate bits are staying pretty close together. But they can move independently, I promise. It's just they move at similar speeds.
Set a course.
So let's move that over there.
Stations.
Move that one over there. There we go. And if we want to reintegrate, so we'll click reintegration. You'll see both parts warp out. There they go. And somewhere around here they'll probably come back together. Oh, there they are. And slowly does it. They'll just lock back together. And there they are. There is a little bit of texture tearing there. The Z-axis is fight because the reintegration process, that is in fact a particle effect, whereas the ship is a physical model. So as the particle effect comes together,
Research complete.
the real ship rematerializes. There is a little bit of Z fighting between the two. That is sadly unavoidable, but yeah, we still think it looks pretty cool. Ooh,
Acknowledged, Starfleet.
the Polaris is here.
New heading confirmed.
Okay, so do you know what I want to do very, very badly before I forget?
Prepare the
Let's
docking bays.
grab that, and we're going to grab that as well. So with the Typhon class available, we're going to be able to have the Valkyrie squadrons, which are better than our current fighters. So there is the Polaris, and she is a gorgeous beastie. She's got so many elements that I love about her. She does have a bit of a large underbelly, no doubt about it. And I believe she was originally designed for source of separation, but that isn't something that we've chosen to do with this. But the Polaris, she's got elements... Oh. Yeah, you kill that Nova class. Let's see what abilities we have. Now, the temporal shockwave I of course want. Let's go for the Gemini Assault as well. The Gemini effect is something that you can use in order to copy existing ships. If you want to know what the temporal shockwave is, so let's go. Boom. That shockwave. That has frozen these guys in time. They cannot move. They cannot do anything.
Complete.
Whereas our fleet, it can do it. And you'll actually see all friendly vessels can now move. Allied vessels cannot. That is something that is definitely worth mentioning. So, only lasts a limited time. There you go, they are now escaping. Oh, that Miranda class is not about to have a good day. Oh, it got away. But there we go, that is the Polaris class.
Lieutenant, open a hailing frequency.
The Enterprise E is also now in play.
Helm, new course heading.
Let's see what we have here. The Warp-In Battle Group. We have the Inspiring Presence. I think that's actually an AoE effect. Let's just check. You can zoom in, and then if you do that, if you see a purple ring around it, that means it's an area of effect. So we'll do that. It's always good to get those fleet buffs up.
Lay in a new course.
Set a course for intercourse.
Status report.
Status.
Right, let's go Tactical Hollow Fleet one more time.
Standing by.
And we will also go with this one for the...
Research complete.
I don't know. Engineering teams. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to be it for this episode. I really, really hope that you've enjoyed it. I certainly have. It's been extremely good. I've got what I wanted to get in the form of the Polaris. And, of course, Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
This is Captain Picard of the USS Enterprise.
There he is. Okay, guys, tell me if you think the recording quality of this particular episode has been okay. Tell me if you think my voice has been affected, if the quality of the visuals has been affected, and I'll do everything I can to rectify it. For now, do like and subscribe if you enjoy what you've seen. This is Gul Dukat, out.